Today, I will show you how to create an ultimate USB stick to install Windows 11 on any unsupported hardware in 2025. So let's get started. As always, firstly, we need to download Windows 11 ISO file. For this, you need to open your browser. For example, I opened Google Chrome browser. Then you just need to type Windows 11 download and navigate to the first link. A link I will leave in the video description. Click on download Windows 11. Quick note, you can see that this is the latest 24H2 version, soon will be 25H2 version. You need to scroll down a little bit until you will see download Windows 11 disk image ISO for x64 devices. Then you need to click here and select the only option Windows 11 multi-edition ISO for x64 devices. Then click download now, wait a few seconds. Here you can select your language. For example, I will select English United States, but you can select the language which is more suitable for you. Click here, select confirm. Now we can download Windows 11 ISO file. For this, we just need to click on 64-bit download and it will automatically download Windows 11 ISO. As you can see, I already downloaded Windows 11 ISO file, but I'm just showing you how to do it step by step. This file takes 5.4 gigabytes of storage. Okay, let's move forward. After you downloaded Windows 11 ISO file, we need to navigate to the browser one more time, but this time we will download Rufus. So in short, Rufus is an open source utility specially designed to create a bootable USB drive. So we need to click on this link, which I will leave in the video description. Now scroll down a little bit. And here's the thing, today we're going to download the portable version. That is, it's not necessary to install it, so we can just run it from our computer. So I will click here. And boom, I successfully downloaded Rufus. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to insert my USB stick into the laptop. Previously, I told that your USB stick must have at least 8 gigabytes of free space. And also, I recommend to have USB 3.0 flash drive because it will work much faster than the older USB 2.0 flash drive. Insert your USB stick. So fellas, I successfully inserted my USB stick and for some reason it's showing that it has only 32 gigabytes of free space. However, this USB stick has 64 gigabytes of storage. Now we need to run Rufus and it will run as a portable application. So just double click on it. By default, you will see message, do you want to allow Rufus to check for application updates online? You can select no because this is the latest relevant version. As I said earlier, my USB stick has 64 gigabytes of free space and now we need to select Windows 11 ISO. Be sure that under boot section you will see disk or ISO image. If not, you can manually select it. Then click on select and navigate to the place where is your Windows 11 ISO. In my case, I need to navigate to the desktop and just select open. Under image option, leave everything by default, standard Windows installation. Also here under partition, you can leave GPT if your laptop or computer support UEFI, but if your laptop or PC boots only in legacy, you need to change GPT to MBR and then it will run in legacy mode. You can see BIOS, however, it will boot in legacy. Most modern laptops, if we can call them modern, since 2012, can boot in UEFI mode, so I recommend to leave GPT by default. Here you can name your USB drive. For example, you can type Windows 11 24H2. It's not necessary to do this, but if you wish, you can type it. Also leave all other options by default and click on start. Before moving forward, I want to know that all data and all files will be deleted from your flash drive. Please save your files before doing this because you will not have an opportunity to recover your files unless you want to use some software. To install Windows 11 on an unsupported hardware, you need to check this box. Remove requirement for 4 gigabytes plus RAM, secure boot and TPM 2.0. Must have. If your computer or laptop supports Windows 11, it's not necessary to check this box. However, if you have an old device, you need to check this option. Also, I recommend to check this option to remove requirements for an online Microsoft account. That is, during Windows 11 installation, when you're going to insert your USB stick, Microsoft will not ask you to sign into their Microsoft account, and by default, you will have a local account, which is great. Also, click here, create a local account with username. Not necessary to type username. However, if you wish, you have such an option. Set region option to the same value as this users. It's not necessary to check this box. However, I recommend to select disable data collection and disable BitLocker automatic device encryption. After that, click on OK. Once again, I'm warning you that all data will be erased from your USB stick, deleted, destroyed. Click OK. Now you just need to wait until the process will complete, and then you will have a bootable USB stick. Finally, we created a bootable USB stick with Windows 11, and now we can install it on any unsupported hardware. So we can close this utility. And of course, I recommend to safely remove your flash drive. For this, you need to move the mouse cursor to the lower right corner, click on Show Hidden Icons, click on this icon, and select your USB drive. After this message, save to remove hardware, you can safely remove your flash drive. So folks, as you can see, this is Dell 7470 laptop. This laptop is unsupported. It has 6th gen Intel Core i5 CPU. That is, it officially doesn't support Windows 11. It also doesn't support TPM 2.0. Yes, it has secure boot, but it's not enough. In my hand, I have a USB stick that we created with Windows 11, and now we can just insert it and install Windows. So I'm going to show you one simple thing. First of all, just insert your USB stick. Next, you just need to turn on your machine and press F12 key to enter boot menu. That is, you can manually choose your USB stick and press enter. If it doesn't work for you, you need to enter the BIOS and manually select your USB stick, and it all depends on your laptop or PC. So you need to check on the internet which key you need to press to enter the BIOS. So we're going to use the first method. As I said earlier, just turn on your machine and press F12 key. To make it more convenient, I just changed the angle to the main sensor. As you can see, this is my USB stick, Lexer USB flash drive. Also, it will run through UEFI because we selected GPT partition. If you selected MBR, then you will run it through the legacy. Now we need to press enter. At the moment, it's booting our USB drive. Now we need to quickly go through the installation, nothing complicated, just click on next. And now we're going to install Windows 11, so I will agree with all terms and conditions. I don't need to repair my PC, click on next. If you see this window, there is a high probability that you're going to install Windows 11 on an unsupported hardware without any issues or problem, so I will click on accept. Now we need to select our drive to install Windows 11. So here's the thing. At the moment, this laptop already has Windows 11 installed, but I'm going to delete it and install it one more time. But I'm going to delete all partitions and install it again. Of course, I want to warn you, all previous data going to be deleted, destroyed, so be sure to save it before doing this. Just for example, you can copy all the files on a portable HDD or SSD drive. As you can see, I have a disk 0 and this is exactly my SSD drive. So I need to delete each partition of the disk 0. Okay, delete partition. Once again, delete partition. As you can see, I successfully deleted all partitions of the disk 0. Disk 1, partition 1 is my USB stick and we don't need it. So now I'm going to select my disk 0 and click on next. And as you can see, it has only 240-260 gigabytes. And that's the reason why I'm not going to split each partition to install Windows. If your SSD drive doesn't have enough space, just select one drive. Don't split it to other partitions. In my opinion, it's not reasonable. If your SSD have at least 512 12 gigabytes of space or 1 terabyte free space, of course you can split them and leave like 200 gigabytes for Windows. But if your SSD drive only has 240 or 250 gigabytes of space, just click on next. Otherwise, you need to create partition and allocate space. I will click on next. Voila, now we can successfully install Windows 11. Ready to install, just click on install. Now we need to be patient, take our time. Also, I recommend to connect your charger. Of course, this laptop is 100% charged and the battery is excellent. That's why it's not connected to charger, but I recommend to connect charger if you have a poor battery. Laptop restarted several times and that's totally okay. Basically, in this window, you need to select your region. For example, I will leave everything by default. Just click on yes. Again, click on yes. Skip. Now you can connect to your Wi-Fi without any issues or problem because Microsoft account will be automatically skipped. So I will connect to my Wi-Fi. You may see that I successfully connected to the Wi-Fi. So far, it's checking for the latest updates. Laptop may restart one more time, that's totally okay when during Windows 11 installation your machine needs to restart several times, so don't worry about that. Yep, we are in Windows 11. Quickly, I will show you the specs of the system, so you may see for yourself that this laptop is unsupported. I will open it in full screen to make it more convenient. As you can see, this is Intel Core i5 CPU, 6th gen, nothing special here, only 8 gigabytes of RAM, and yes, this is 24H2 version, Windows 11 Pro. Let's try to get the latest updates, so I will click on Windows Update. Briefly about the updates or how to receive them on an unsupported hardware. The thing is, some unsupported laptop may receive them without any issues and another probably not, and it will all depend on your hardware. That's it. It's not the only unsupported laptop that I have. I also have Lenovo ThinkPad laptop and it also successfully received almost all updates without any issues. But that doesn't mean that any unsupported laptop may receive all updates because your laptop is different and it works differently on each device. So from what you can see, it's receiving a lot of updates, security updates as well, updates for GPU driver, chipset, etc. However, as you can see, you can get a lot of updates even on an unsupported device. So I think it will be more than enough. Once again, this is Dell 7470 laptop and I just installed Windows 11 on an unsupported hardware. If this video was helpful, please like it. Also, I recommend watching this video on how to upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11 on an unsupported PC.